Why does God allow anxiety? This is a question many people ask in silence, often late at night, when everything feels quiet, but the mind feels loud. Anxiety does not usually come without a reason. It appears when life feels overwhelming, when responsibilities feel heavy, and when we feel pressure to have everything under control. Many people believe that faith should remove anxiety, but the truth is, even people with strong faith can feel anxious, tired, and unsure. Feeling anxious does not mean you have failed God. It does not mean your faith is weak. It means you are human, carrying thoughts, fears, and expectations. If you are listening to this right now, and anxiety has been part of your life, you are not alone. Many people walk this same path, quietly searching for peace and understanding. Anxiety often makes us ask difficult questions. Why do we feel this way if God cares? Why doesn't peace come immediately? Many people think that faith should remove fear. But faith does not mean the absence of struggle. Faith means choosing to trust, even when answers are not clear. In the book of Matthew, we are reminded that worry does not add a single day to our lives. Instead of living in constant fear, we are invited to trust God with what we cannot control. This reminder is not meant to pressure us, but to gently guide our hearts toward peace. Throughout life, we face moments we cannot control. Uncertainty, pressure, expectations, and loss can slowly create anxiety within us. These feelings do not mean God has abandoned us. Sometimes, anxiety reveals how much we try to carry alone, how much we rely on our own strength, and how difficult it is to let go. God allows moments that remind us of our limits, not to harm us, but to invite us to rest, to release control, and to remember that we were never meant to walk this journey alone. Even in moments of anxiety, God is not distant. He is not silent because he does not care. Sometimes his presence is quiet, felt more in comfort than in answers. God walks with us through uncertainty, not always removing the struggle, but giving strength to endure it. Peace does not always come by changing our situation, but by changing how we face it. Anxiety can make us feel alone, but faith reminds us that we are never abandoned. Even when our thoughts feel heavy, God's presence remains steady. The book of Psalms often speaks to the restless heart. It reminds us that God is close to those who feel overwhelmed, and that his presence brings comfort, even when the mind feels unsettled. In moments of fear, it is okay to pause. It is okay to breathe. It is okay to admit that we need help. Trust is not built in moments of ease, but in moments when we choose hope, even without clear answers. And God honors that choice. If anxiety has been part of your journey, know that it does not define who you are. It does not cancel your faith, and it does not place you farther from God. You are not broken. You are responding to life, to pressure, to uncertainty, to things that matter deeply to you. God understands your heart, even when words are difficult to find. He sees your struggle, your effort, and your desire for peace. Take a moment now to slow down, breathe deeply, release what you cannot control, and remember that you are not walking alone. God is patient. God is present, and even in anxiety, his love remains steady and unchanging. If this reflection spoke to you, may it bring comfort to your heart and remind you that hope is still possible. If this message spoke to you, stay connected. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future reflections like this. This space exists for deeper questions of faith, the ones God is not afraid of. Thank you for staying until the end. And remember, God is not late. He never has been.